think about body positivity, I always go back to this from Cosmopolitan magazine. Wow, yes, I completely agree. Oh, so healthy indeed. Or maybe this, real women. Very real indeed. Or how about every body is a swimsuit body? My body is swimsuit? Piss off, mate. These are all examples of people using body positivity, well really it's fat positivity at this point, isn't it? To promote laziness, unhealthiness, and leaving this earth at an early age. And at the same time, they're trying to convince you that this is how you should live your life. You should be like this, and it's okay to be like this. Of course it is okay to be like that. You shouldn't be pushed up against the wall and shot by firing squad, but what should happen is people should be a bit critical of you because, well, you're slowly killing yourself. And putting the message out there that that's how other people should live their life, well, it's very, very irresponsible. There are thousands of examples of companies virtue signaling to the population that they're progressive and they accept everyone. That they want to just have a beautiful world where everyone is loved. Not really, they just want to sell more products. That's all they want to do. They don't give a shit about you at all. Especially if you're a fat man. No one gives a fuck about you, fatty. From Nike with obese mannequins to whatever the fuck this is. But I will say, there is one body positive controversy that's happening right now that I'll defend. Yes, that's right. I am now a white knight. Go me. People are upset about the front cover of Sports Illustrated. They're saying that this woman on this cover shouldn't be there. She's too big. She's too burly. She's not a woman at all. And I call bullshit on that. Now sure, Sports Illustrated did this deliberately. They know that people are going to start talking about this. They're going to sell more copies of their magazine. You can put more advertising on their website and they'll make more money. They don't give a fuck about this lady. But what this is not is the body positivity movement going too far. That's not this at all. The controversy that I'm talking about in this video is this lady, Ilona Maher, an Olympic rugby player for the US. And she just recently won a medal. They won a medal at the Paris Games. And she's on the front cover of Sports Illustrated looking like this. Now, people in the comment section when these are posted are going, oh, this isn't really what we expect in a woman, and this isn't. Now, fuck off. Fuck right off, all right? This bitch is strong, and I say bitch with love. This bitch is strong. She's fucking spending more time in the gym than you or I guarantee you that. She is healthy, she's eating well, she runs for a living, she lifts weights for a living. This is not body positivity. This is not fat positivity. This is just a person who works really hard and just has a weird shaped body. Lots of people have weird shaped bodies, and that's the reason that body positivity is actually sometimes not too bad. That's why it was ever a concept to begin with. If you've got a finger missing, people should be body positive about you. If you've got a fucking arm off, if you've got psoriasis on the side of your head, things you can't control. What body positivity is not is you just being a big fat fuck and thinking that everyone owes you something. But that's not what we're talking about here at all. And I know, I've talked that much shit about the body positivity movement and the fat positivity movement, so much shit in fact that Lizzo decided to lose weight just because of me. Here she is here, she's lost weight, good on her, and some of her fans are upset. That gives you an idea of the type of people that love Lizzo. Ilona is promoting something that will help you live a long time. She's lifting weights, she's training hard and eating well, moving. She's doing everything, to live a longer life, except rugby. You could probably live a long life, you're just not going to remember much of it. I will say this, if you look at clips of her, she's not what every woman wants to look like or what every man wants to date, but who gives a fuck? Who cares? This is the crux of the problem. And you might say that I'm being, hypocritical of myself when I say that who cares what she looks like. I have a problem with people promoting obesity or any other dangerous way of living. This ain't it. That's not it at all. She's not doing anything to hurt anybody, all right? And the message she's putting out there is train hard, eat well, move weights, win Olympic medals. All very positive shit. But do not for a second get me wrong. Ilona, she's said some fucking dumb shit. Don't get me wrong at all. She said this: all body types are beautiful and can do amazing things. Sure, but is morbidly obese a body type? What amazing things can those morbidly obese people do? And she also informed everyone that she's endorsing Kamala Harris. So yeah, Not everything she says is spot on. She's a bit of a fuckwit, indeed. If you look at the posts by Sports Illustrated, there's a lot of people really positive about it, but there's also some people like, this is not it. But we all have bodies. This is the honest truth. Most of us have bodies we are ashamed of, and rightfully so. But a lot of things that we can't change about ourselves. Take my childbearing hips, for example. I got these big fat deposits on my hips. That's where my fat, if I'm eating too much shit or I'm on the road doing shows, that's where it goes to first. Now, I know from experience, the lowest I got body fat percentage was like 13%. Okay, not super low, but relatively low. I went from 130 kilos down to 94 a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And I still had these hip deposits. Now, I could have kept going, but mate, I went 6 months without pizza. You fucking give me a fucking slice, please. My point is, there may be things wrong with us. We may be a little bit overweight. But as long as we're not out there going, hey, it's fine to be fat as fuck. It's fine to eat whatever you want. And anyone who says anything about you should be shamed and cancelled and ruined. That's where body positivity goes too far. That's where fat positivity comes into the whole mix. Where lies come into the narrative. I do a lot of running. All right, I'm 6'8". I look like a fucking giraffe. All our bodies are gross. As long as you are trying to become fitter, stronger, faster, smarter than you were yesterday, then that is positive. As soon as you start giving up though, that is shit. That is poor. That is piss poor. One of my favorite reactions to this entire saga was this lady, Brett Cooper, who has a massive YouTube following, and she absolutely nailed it.
I think it means a lot of different things now, but when the body positivity movement was originally created, it was for things like this. Ilana Maher on the cover of Sports Illustrated. As based on societal standards and what the media portrays, Ilana Maher does not have the stereotypical female body.
And she doesn't. But that's fine. All of us are fucked up. All right? That's just the way it is. And people may say that, hey, you know, Isaac, you probably shouldn't say that she's fucked up. She's a bit fucked up. So am I. We've all got weird shaped bodies. So what? As long as you're trying hard, that is the fucking... I cannot hammer that home enough. As long as you're working on it. As long as you're not giving up. That's all that matters.
But she is stunning, and she absolutely deserves to be celebrated. She isn't promoting unhealthy or unattainable beauty standards. She is...
Good point. This is not unattainable. You can do this if you work hard.
She is not glorifying obesity.
Nope.
She is fit and strong. She is unapologetically herself, and she is such an amazing role model for girls all around the world who look just like her.
Agreed. So all of you, chicks in high school now who've got big, broad shoulders and look like your brother, things might get better. They might not. You big fucking thing.
Even more importantly, because this would have meant so much to me as a little girl, she shows that just because you're muscular, just because you're an athlete, just because you run with the boys, does not mean that you can't be feminine.
I think at the moment, because of the gender argument, you have to either be one or the other. You can't be, you can't be a tomboy anymore as a young woman. And I think that's a bit shit. I think you should be able to, if you're a young girl and you want to play with fucking cars and fix motorbikes or whatever, do that. Be you. You don't have to fit, society's standards. But just don't carry on like an absolute fucking nutcase. That's all we're asking here. That's all we're fucking asking.
She wears the sundresses. She loves makeup. She loves getting her hair done, and she is a hopeless romantic. And I think if I had a role model like her when I was growing up, I would have spent fewer years hating and resenting the fact that I was a girl, thinking that my femininity was some kind of weakness. So, cheers to her.
Yeah.
She's fabulous. She absolutely deserves to be on this.
Femininity is not a weakness, and masculinity is not a weakness. These things aren't problems. They are us, and we should harness them. That's the takeaway here. Harness who you are. Be better than you were last time. That's all people should strive for. I do worry that she's fallen down the old rabbit hole, Ilana, of the bullshit about everybody's beautiful and all that type of stuff. But she is setting a good standard, and I think that's a great place to start, ladies and gentlemen, without a doubt. And you know what? On the topic of positivity, I think I should end this video positively with an amazing advancement in technology. You are now able, through apps and AI, to hug your dead relatives. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to show you it right now. You just got to pay on the App Store for this. Here you see, look at this, beautiful. You can hug your grandma and she can grab you on the tits. Your dead grandma can grab your tits. Let's get a replay. Grab your tits, ladies and gentlemen. Grandma's coming for them. Big motherfucker peace in the Middle East. My dick stinks. Tout au revoir. Bye-bye.